MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you can bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 St. Louis Cardinals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Carlos Martinez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, everyone knows he's one of the game's elite pitchers. So if you like good pitching, you're in for a real treat. Not many other guys compare, and the thing I enjoy the most about him is the confidence that he exudes when he's out there. Trust me, he doesn't lack it, and the opposing hitters, they feel it when they're standing in the box against him.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a puck down the opposition's running game.
Now in the box, Leury Garcia. He will lead this one off today.
For Philadelphia, the center fielder, Leury Garcia.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's 1 for 3.
First pitch, 105.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
I got 2-1 the count. Hey!
2-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
First offering on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
1-1 the count. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find a hole.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Goldschmidt is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies strand one, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
State Louis, the right fielder, Jose.
First delivery to him on the way. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McCutchen is after it. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jose Wall.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this game 3 of the division series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. His prior history versus this arm, he's a .333 hitter. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Goldschmidt, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Takes this the other way to right, and Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit, so the 2-out hit keeps things alive for Marcell Ozuna.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there, staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Working for the punch out and the offering, and he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Michael Franco, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Michael Franco.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He has 7 hits in 43 tries. He's taken him deep once. Comes set with the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Heading out towards shallow right. Martinez is over. 1 away.
Batting 7, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Has a look, now the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Roll. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Stepping in now, Nick Pivetta, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. One and 0 pitch on the way. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Coming to the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Ready on 0-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Bader has it in his tracks. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Matt Carpenter as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Matt Carpenter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Knuckle curve is off the bottom edge. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. The 3-1 pitch. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-1 the count to Molina. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Gyro Munoz.
First delivery to him on the way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And it's fouled away. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Gene Segura is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he popped him up. And no one will track it down. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Full count still. He spoils another one, and will do it again.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Gene Segura standing in. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Bryce.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. 3rd inning, no score to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Ozuna. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. The 2-0 on the way. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Now here's the pitch. Grounded to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Carlos Martinez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line to the right side, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And this will find its way to the 335 sign, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Now at the plate, Jose Martinez, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. The 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit to first. Hoskins has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hoskins behind to count 0-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Martinez is there, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for a strike.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike two. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. He'll take this in without much trouble, and two are gone here to start the fourth.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Andrew McCutcheon. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. Bader is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Phillies down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. So striding in, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Real Muto gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Goldschmidt is retired, and there's one away.
Number 23.
Stepping into the box, Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. Trying to send him packing for the second time. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutcheon on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this game 3 of the division series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? So digging in now, Matt Carpenter. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Garcia on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Phillies.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
JT Real Muto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. One 0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Now the 3-0 offering. Taken on the inside corner for strike one. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Into the box, Nick Pivetta. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike one. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ripped on the ground to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Leury Garcia, no hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Real Muto on third with 2 out. And it's 1-1. And he misses. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him in this at bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-1. Here it is. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Count remains full. He's set. The 3-2. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yadier Molina. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. First delivery to him on the way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Swing and a liner. But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's shortstop.
So stepping in, Jairo Munoz looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison. Danger.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Outside, 3-0 now.
3 balls, no strike.
A strike, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Runners going. And the count will be full. Runners on first with 1 down. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Carlos Martinez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Harper coming on. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Stepping in, Gene Segura will match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Segura.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Harper.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he's back in standing. And now Bryce Harper, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Segura gets his lead at first, nobody out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Bader going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
He's set, and the pitch. In tied at 93, ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Bader racing back. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now. So it's a runner at first with two men out. And that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike there. 0-1. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. Phillies strand one. Still no score. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Martinez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground for Hernandez at second base. Right to him. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting,
Here's Colton Wong now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Comes set. Now the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
In now, Marcell Ozuna, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here's the first pitch to him. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Lined hard toward right center. Bader is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the 1st out of the inning.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. Here now the 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Here comes the first pitch. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And that will put an end to the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. And we still have no score. Ready for another shot now. Matt Carpenter. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Popped up. Franco has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
The catcher, number 4.
Standing in, Yadier Molina hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Gyro.
Now batting, Jairo Munoz. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the pitch. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
2-1.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Bader ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. John Gant is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Changes for St. Louis. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 53, John Gant. Now playing shortstop and batting 9, number 63.
Striding in, Leury Garcia. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Stepping in now, Gene Segura, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage 2-0.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch sent in the air out to straightaway central. Bader is there. Let's see if they try it. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Digging in, Bryce Harper. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. His 3rd home run of this series. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Now batting, the first
into the box, Rhys Hoskins. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. His first homer so far in the series, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Yeah, and that home run is an absolute backbreaker. You still have some baseball left to play here, but with a 4-run lead, it could be a non-save situation. So they might get the rest of their closer the rest of the day. 4 runs feels awfully good.
John Brebbia gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 60, John Brebbia. The batter, the third baseman, Michael.
In now, Michael Franco, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Martinez sprinting after it, and no one will track it down. 0-2, here it comes. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Molina gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Franco is retired. 2 down now. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
From the stretch. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Line to the right side, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
Stepping up now, JT Realmuto, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bader moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Settling in now, Harrison Bader, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. To 2-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Into the box now, Edmundo Sosa, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 0-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. McCutchen going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First offering on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Martinez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit softly on the ground to third. Scooped up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On to the 9th now in game 3. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Brett Cecil enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Cecil.
Scott Kingery will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar.
Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, the center field.
So striding forward now, Leury Garcia. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they start him with one high and away for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. Martinez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they're in front 4-0. Hector Neris, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 50, Hector Neris.
Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4.
Goldschmidt.
Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. His career numbers against Hector Neris, he's 1 for 3. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. And another foul ball. Neris has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty D, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing, 2 pitches that he can strike you out with, and more importantly, he comes out with an attitude, and that attitude is nasty, and he gets a lot of swings and misses.
Striding in once again, Marcell Ozuna. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. Here's the first pitch. Low with the splitter, ball 1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Carpenter. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard towards second. And the Phillies move on. They've got a date in the NL Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikeouts because of it. Solid performance as he leads his guys to victory.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
Our final line score this afternoon, First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For Game 3 of the NLDS, the Philadelphia Phillies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the Cardinals on the road, clinching the series and earning their right to play in the National League Championship Series. In Game 3 of the NL Division Series, the Los Angeles Dodgers amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 13-6. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. For Game 4 of the NL Division Series, the Chicago Cubs hit 3 long balls as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 10-5. They've now tied the series at 2 heading into Game 5. For Game 3 of the ALDS, the Cleveland Indians grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 6-3. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. In Game 3 of the AL Division Series, the Yankees combined for 4 total home runs as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, sweeping the series in a convincing fashion. They will now move on to play in the upcoming League Championship Series. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long. Hello, baseball fans. Thanks for joining us on this October morning. Here's what's going on around the league as the postseason rolls on. In Game 4 of the AL Division Series, the Seattle Mariners totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 8-3. They've now tied the series at 2 heading into Game 5. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason. Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. In the 5th and deciding game of the NLDS, the Dodgers got 12 hits in this one as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs, clinching the series and earning their right to play in the National League Championship Series. And that's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow for another postseason recap. Have a great day. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For the 5th and final game of the American League Division Series, the Indians had 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners, clinching the series and stamping their ticket to play in the ALCS. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.